Welcome to the Okanagan Sun Coaches Show for Week 3. In Week 1, the Sun traveled to the island to take on the new-look Victoria Rebels in their new stadium in Langford. The Sun didn't seem to find their legs after the long bus and ferry trip and suffered a 34-21 defeat. Following their bye last week, the Sun have had 14 days to prepare and shore up any weaknesses for their next opponent. The 0-1 Vancouver Trojans will invade the Apple Bowl on Saturday night, looking to spoil the home opener party. The Sun have not lost to the Trojans since the 1982 BCFC Championship game, a span of 49 meetings. Head coach Pete McCall has been pleased with his players and how they are preparing for the Trojans.
Preparation going very well. We put in some new things this week, and coming off the bye week there, we rested up and we're executing, and we shined it up. We're ready for Vancouver this weekend.
You rested up. Any injuries to report after that game with Victoria?
We had Theo's shoulder was bugging him. Theo Magnus' shoulder was bugging him, but he's going to be good to go. He's going to practice tonight, see how it is. And otherwise, we're shaping up actually. Alex Law will be back. Mike Fedniak will be back, and we're getting healthy.
Do you like having the bye so early on? Is it kind of one of those things where you'd rather leave it till later?
I really like our season. I like the way it shaped up, having our bye early. And, like I've said before, too, even that game against Victoria, that was a great wake-up call for us to play somebody that caliber right away. It really, it lets the guys know, how good it's going to get and what we have to be capable of doing. And so that was a good learning experience from us. We've drawn a lot from that and coached a lot from that, and it's made us a better football team. And then to have that bye, it gave us a chance to go back to work on our fundamentals and put in some new things and get healed up and some rest in. We worked hard going into camp, so it was timely. It was a good time for us to have a break.
What do you know about Vancouver?
We've watched film on Vancouver. They got an active quarterback. He likes to run. He likes to throw. He likes to throw deep. They like the deep ball. They're big up front on their D-line, and they always have good athletes in Vancouver. So I'm sure we'll see some athletes.
On the other side of the field, another first-year head coach is learning the ropes of the British Columbia Football Conference. Trojans head man Sheldon Todhunter explains how his team is getting ready to take on the Sun.
We're working hard, Ryan, and after last week we realized there's a lot of work to do, so we're hard at it.
Well, what are you going to try to do against the Sun this week?
Well, last week we noticed we had pressure, of course, with the quarterback at Okanagan. He's great. He's got a great arm. He's fairly mobile, so we have to get pressure on him. And also, too, we have to definitely make sure that we tighten up in the secondary. That's something we definitely have to do. And just really on the defensive side of the ball, clean up a lot of the things we were doing. Okanagan's always had an incredibly strong program, and they're a solid and really fundamental, and they're just a solid unit, and they always have been. So we're just looking to really tighten everything up ourselves.
What are some of the positives that you take away from your game last week?
Well, we saw some good things on offense. We saw that we can move the ball. We have a good passing game. We have good receivers. Our O-line was strong. The running game came along in the second half. So on the offensive side of the ball, we saw some really positive things. And there again, like we talked earlier in the year, with such a young squad, we're just looking for progression. And we definitely saw that on the offensive side of the ball last weekend.
So you have to tighten up against the Okanagan Sun for this weekend. But what is the key for you guys? Is it more defensive will win the football game or offense will come through?
Well, something, I think it's a combination of both. We can't allow Okanagan to stay on the field with their offense, and we have to play the possession game with our offense, and we have to make sure we hold on to the ball a little bit more and for a lot longer with our drives, and give our defense a chance to recoup and make the corrections they need to make.
This has been the Okanagan Sun Coaches Show for Week 3. See you at the Apple Bowl Saturday night. Until next time, I'm Ryan Waters.